So hey, I'm Will Brooks. I'm the artistic producer of Shakespeare on the Saskatchewan. We're here on the beautiful festival site as we open our season, and we just want to tell you a few of the things you need to know about Shakespeare on the Saskatchewan as we produce The Merry Wives of Windsor, Hamlet, Titus A. Puppet Revenge, and a great extra little show called Cry Havoc as well. Yeah, you betcha. It's always tough to choose. You put us in a tough spot when we do that. But I'm going to go with Merry Wives of Windsor because it's such an amazing, fun show. It's such a great way to spend a summer evening. They've got a really amazing ensemble putting in some stellar performances with Joshua Beaudry's playing Falstaff, who's sort of one of the key characters in that show. But it just across the board is such a fun time from top to bottom. That's always like picking one of your children, isn't it? It might seem a little bit obvious, but I'm going to go with who's playing Hamlet this year. I caught the dress rehearsal the other day, and Skye Brandon, who's one of our long-running artists here at the festival and has worked across the country as well, the intensity and specificity that he put into his work in Hamlet is amazing. I don't think I've ever been able to follow Hamlet's journey through the show and be so fascinated and interested and invested as I was watching him in the dress rehearsal, and that was only dress rehearsal. He's still got time before opening. We're doing 3 shows this year, which is a bit of an expansion for us, and not only are we doing 3 shows, but we've decided to do one of them with puppets. And not only is it with puppets, but it's Shakespeare's most violent piece. So it's Titus Andronicus. We call it Titus A. Puppet Revenge because it's very much an adaptation of the original script. But what we do is we take Shakespeare's first tragedy, and it's incredibly bloody, and people are getting disemboweled and hands cut off and all kinds of horrible things happening to them. And we do it with these 3-foot-tall puppets in a tiny little second venue off on the other end of our site. And it's for adults only. We should stress that. It is not meant for kids. These 6 actors run around with 45 puppets that are these beautiful pieces of sculptural work in and of themselves, and it's something that people, I guarantee you, will never have seen before because it's just never really been done before. One of the things that we're really proud of is working on the gender balances of our cast. So finding ways to move from what can typically be a Shakespeare cast of 10 women or 10 men and 2 women to something more balanced. And we've been working on that for a number of years, but something has really quite come to fruition on that this year. So in all kinds of really interesting, fascinating, and successful ways, all of the casts of the show this year are gender balanced, for starters, and do it in a fascinating and interesting and successful ways.